You should do 24 hours locked in your room with nothing but the Freemason book, the Black Magic book, Quran, Torah.
No, that's what he does. That's what he already does when we fight. Every time we get in an argument, that's like, he goes gets a 5-star hotel, and that's what he does.
You know, Mike once knocked on my hotel door, and you know how like we get mania, Mike and I thought he would relate to this, and he used to relate. I put music on, and I'm just kind of jamming and making a lot. You know, I'm making a lot of sound in the hotel, and he just pressed his ear to the door, and he hears me making grunts and weird sounds, and he was convinced I'm doing some voodoo black magic. I could see that you do the same thing. How the f*** are you afraid of me? You put on music and you start screaming.
I didn't somehow hear the music. I don't know.
Now, if you saw me though, if the door was open, would you be like, oh, he's just jamming out?
Well, I didn't know you speak a different language.
I had no idea no humans jam out in their room hard and like, throw shit. It's just us two. No one does that because they're afraid the neighbors might see.
Yeah.
Bro, what's the point of having privacy if you can't do weird shit like that?
What you speak Albanian? Do you guys, is it called Albanian?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So I just hear like music
I was
blasting
talking to
full
someone.
volume.
Okay, yeah.
And I didn't know he's on the phone because I'm like, who's on the phone?
And it sounded like Arabic and
dude, it sounded like you were doing a human sacrifice for like. And the worst part is like the stream before that, the views were through the roof. So I'm like, it's just, what is he doing? So I go check on John. I'm like, yo, John. And we're in LA. So I knock on his door and all I hear is, I'm like, yo,
Mike is hunting these people down. He even found Alex Pereira is doing voodoo for his fights. Bro. And he's actually doing it. It wasn't just an allegation.
He has an exact, like, he always goes travel back to Brazil with these ancestors, does a bunch of voodoo, and then his walkout is terrifying. He has a direct, exact, every single walkout on his UFC is exactly the same. Completely, barely blinks. He looks possessed, and I even have screenshots of when the music is. So when the music gets like really loud and violent, he looks completely different.
Even the way he fights, it's like a technical fighter with heavy hands, and the shot selection looks robotic. Remember when he stopped the ref and got the KO? That was robotic.
Off camera today, after this podcast, and I'm going to show you. I have screenshots and everything. Then we'll talk about it next because you're gonna be mind blown.
I love that.
When the music gets the quietest, and before it builds
I think
up,
I remember. Yeah.
When the music gets the quietest, guess what he does? He hugs his coaches and he doesn't even look at them. He doesn't want to see loved ones. He doesn't want to. He wants to just kill. So So when the music's the quietest,
I've never seen a fighter look more locked in. He went from being like an Izzy undercard, it's like nobody,
to
the highest level of star power. Everything he does is viral. Everything, and he killed Izzy, right?
Yeah, dude, and he's and I think the reason he got knocked out with Izzy is because he got too confident. He did,
Izzy was just smarter. Like he did back to the fence thing.
That's why Alex was just like, I'm so much better now.
Yeah, but where's the voodoo there? It
exactly,
doesn't always work.
No, when you're in the hotel room, what kind of music you listen to?
Kanye. Yeah, Kanye's
He's always trying to pull up some allegations about us. So
I just wonder what kind of music he listens to. I know what you listen to.
Kanye.
I've been you know what's crazy is when we got canceled, all I was listening to was Slim Shady LP and Marshall Mathers LP. Nothing else.
Which gets you a little too aggressive because the lyrics follow you into your unconscious while you're sleeping and you wake up very aggressive.
And the best news I heard in my life, guess what I was listening to? Nothing but Frank Sinatra. You got a fast car.
The most money I ever made in my life, I said I'm going to focus on just classical music, Beethoven. I was afraid to learn any other thing, just Beethoven. And I noticed, I'm like, I'm not tense. When I listen to radio or anything mainstream, I get very on edge. I like being on edge, but it's kind of scary too. It's like, shut the f*** up. You get really aggressive with mainstream music. Do you guys buy into that or no?
No, it depends on the type of music and the frequency. I think the worst thing a human being could do is listen to sad music.
I feel like...
I like sad music.
Me too.
Lana Del Rey I love. She's very sad.
No.
Tom Odell.
I'd like to have sex to Lana Del Rey. Okay.
I listen to music that's sad but motivating. Like Codeine Crazy by Future is a sad song.
What? Future is
that is hype. No, it's
just
hype.
drug
That song
music.
is so hype.
Exactly, it's hype. And you listen.
The saddest song that could always make me cry is Money Trees.
What?
I don't know why.
No,
That's my whole. I've dreamed about getting shaded under a money tree and not having to work. This is my whole process. That song is about me, bro.
Mine's Shiver by Lil Peep. That one gets me about the tears flowing.
Lil Peep.
See, I hate that depressing music. He's probably a talented artist, but the reason I like Codeine Crazy by Future, if you actually listen to lyrics, It's a really sad song. It genuinely is. He literally is just admitting he's become a loser. The more like rich he's got, he's doing more drugs. He's become a shell of himself. He uses people and he's ashamed of it. Like it's pretty dark, deep lyrics. That's why.
That's the scariest part about making money and fame is you get this sensationalized event. You go here, yacht party, this, and then when you have a week of no events, you feel like something's wrong. So you go to alcohol or drugs or parties and stuff. But dude, when you're rich, you have to have some boring days too. You have to go for a walk and be normal, right? Yeah.
I've never been rich, but I would say no.
You're on your way. You're very talented. That's why you're here. You're very talented. You're going to be very rich, and you're going to fuck it up when you get some for the first time.
When you get rich.
Horny's got to be like one of the worst diseases that come with fame and clout. That's what ruins people's lives, their friendships.
No, it's the women, bro. They rip at your belt. They pull at your belt, and then you go, okay.
He has
and
a
then,
point, though, for sure.
I've never had a problem with being overly horny.
Sure.
No, I don't know. I feel like there's
I
don't know about that. I think horny is it always gets you in trouble somehow, right?
No, that was just blatantly sarcastic.
I've never had casual sex experience without losing my peace of mind. Where like the girl pissed me off that week and stuff like that. Like casual sex comes with headaches throughout the week of you arguing with the bitch, right? But like it's good sex, right?
Oh, I don't know.
All right.
I think you saw. When you become rich and famous, which one of these three girls are you f***ing first?
Are we gonna ask that question
They're
every
all
single
pretty.
podcast?
No, it's fair to ask.
All three of them,
We're not even just for trying to build people's confidence so they talk on the mic. They're actually all pretty, right? So pick which one's your favorite. I'm not gonna lie. When girls are like this level of cute, my first instinct is I want to try all, right? But if there are different levels of cute, one's mid, then
I
know
just gotta ask,
one.
what is the difference?
I mean,
Isn't a pussy, bro?
Nah, some of them squeak different.
Wait, what?
Like, the moaning and stuff is like different with every girl.
That is true.
Yeah. Some of them is like, well, she loves me. I like this one.
But does the moaning and stuff turn you on?
Absolutely.
What do you
Wait, what do you mean by
when
she
bitches
loves,
just getting railed
she
like
loves
this?
you? What does that mean? Like, oh, she loves me.
Like, you hook up with a girl and you compare it to other hookups, and the one that's the most affectionate, that loves you the most, that's the best one.